Ahoy, morning breathers. It's Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Boss Van Matt's here, hands in his face.
I just had a
now.
huge yawn right before we went
Right
on.
there. I wanted the camera to just start on him, but you didn't have it.
I should have.
The cojones, did you?
I should have.
Yawn. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Been a good weekend, I think.
Yeah, not bad. Pretty low key for me, but that's okay.
Well, those are good things. So, you watched a little documentary.
I did.
Talked about a little bit.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's on Netflix. It's basically a treasure hunt. This guy in New Mexico hid a treasure, like it had over $1 million worth of gold jewelry and stuff in it, and very cryptic clues. And he wrote it in his memoirs that he thought nobody would read, so he put these clues in there and hit $1 million. So of course his book sold like crazy after that. So it's a clever way if you want to sell your memoirs and you haven't had that interesting of a life, hide $1 million worth of gold and hide the clues in it.
That'll make you somewhat famous.
So anyway,
that crazy dude that hid gold.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it's very interesting. Nobody found it for 10 years, and then even when they did find it, there was conspiracy about that. And so anyway, I'll let you watch it, but it's on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called, but
well, I got to tell you, Matt, I'm probably not going to watch it.
yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't. You gave me the gist of it now.
Yeah.
You have just saved me an hour and a half, or whatever.
No, like 3 hours.
3 hours.
Three.
Yeah, I
three
can't.
1 hour shows.
My attention's it could be that long, I guess, but so that's good.
It was interesting.
All right. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We have SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. How was your weekend?
It was fine.
Anything,
It was fine.
Anything outstanding?
No, my next big trip is a couple weeks. Go back home for my grandmother's birthday. So
Good.
till then, just keeping it low key.
Speaking of which, big secret, a week from today, Peter's birthday.
Ooh, secret double knot
I was
spy.
hoping that wouldn't get out. It's spoiled.
It's rumored to be a week
Rumored.
from today.
Rumored.
Sources not
So-
yet
so I've
confirmed.
heard. It's got
Yeah,
to be
confirmed.
double confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any basketball this weekend, Peter?
Just a little bit.
Did you?
Just a little bit of basketball.
Well, there wasn't that much on.
No,
Just a little
I
bit.
watched all there was.
Everything
All there could be.
watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's winding down.
It's getting close.
3 games left.
So on the men's side, we have our brackets that you and I filled out.
Yes.
We have Peter filled out brackets too.
But Peter's is a super secret bracket. Only he sees it.
That's not true. If you joined the Southeast Iowa Union Prep Sports Plus
that's right.
challenge,
Yes, that's
you
right.
could see my picks.
Is anybody doing very well in that?
Not me.
Okay. I recall you were struggling a little bit.
Just a little bit. The fact that the tournament went chalk.
Because everybody knows what that means,
Exactly,
right, folks?
Exactly.
Chalk.
The
That is
fact
not
that it
a-
went chalk
not a new
ruined
term.
my bracket. So,
I was half chalk and half not chalk.
see, that's what I tried to do too. But then it just went all chalk. I really needed Michigan to win. I was really hoping for that, but that did not happen.
That did not happen. I'm not sure.
Auburn wiped out the whole state of Michigan in one weekend.
It's
Yeah, they
true.
did.
It's true.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I had Auburn. That's the only bracket I have correct all the way to the Final Four. That bracket. Everything else I've got red everywhere. Because I had St. John's in the Final Four. I had Purdue knocking off Tennessee.
Did you?
I did. I thought, well, surely there'll be a Big Ten team somewhere.
Big Ten, 25 years since they've won a national championship.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
The last one was Izzo too.
Yeah.
I just figured somebody would make it the Final Four and then get dumped. And then I've taken Duke. I think I stated this, or I don't remember when I talked about Alabama. Did we talk about Alabama Friday?
Yeah, they knocked down like 23 three-pointers or something like that.
I didn't think there was anybody in the world that could beat them. Yet there
Duke.
is. Duke can.
Duke can.
So, yeah, have you got anybody in the Final Four, Peter?
I have two teams still left surviving in the
Okay.
Final Four, and that's the two teams I have in the national championship. That is Florida and Duke.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have Florida there at all.
No, well, no, we both had St. John's in the
At
finals,
St. John's.
and that killed us. I got 3 of the 4 still left.
Well, you are who we all strive to be.
Yeah, but we knew that already.
Indeed.
Me, and I've watched like the least amount of basketball out of everybody.
I'm probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty close. I don't watch a lot. Excuse me. I'm still yawning.
I don't. It's still Monday. It's still early on a Monday.
And it's March 31.
It is. Got a little cooler again.
Yeah, winter's back.
Kinda.
Yet our neighbor did not pre-start his car this morning.
I didn't hear the horn beeping this morning. So.
Maybe he's got today off. I don't
I don't
that
know.
person, whoever it is, I don't know. Never seen anybody. The mystery man, the mystery person.
Don't know.
Monday. Southeast Iowa Video Network is
Yes.
sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC.
I got a story about KCTC. So I go home Friday, and we have KCTC internet, and love it. It's worked great. I got no problems with it, except for occasionally things happen, right?
Things happen.
So didn't have any internet when I went home, and I'm like, it was after 5 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm like, well,
Oh, the humanity.
and everything I do, TV, everything, it's on, my
See?
documentaries are all over
You're streaming.
all over the internet. So I'm like, well, this can't be.
Do you have a hotline to KC?
So
Yourself?
I called up, and it was after 5 o'clock, and they have a service or whoever answers the phone, and I talked to the guy, very nice. I don't know where he was. He wasn't. This was somewhere not
He's
in
from
Kelowna.
India.
No.
I'm
But-
teasing.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so he was very helpful and walked me through, but we couldn't get it figured out. And he says to me, he goes, well, somebody will call you back. There's a local person will call you back by the end of the next business day, which was Monday. And I'm like,
It's probably not the best.
I don't know. My wife's already making plans like, we'll go see my parents and we'll go do this because, we can't be in a house without a TV because that's who we are. And so I'm like, well, see what you can do about that. And anyway, I got a call back in 5 minutes. The guy was in Kelowna. He was down there in 30 minutes. A part went bad, which happens, and he fixed it. And I said to him, well, thank you for not waiting until Monday. He says, no, we would never do that. He goes, we're here all the time. He goes, that's just a service, and that's what they're told to say. But anyway, it was fixed. It was good. I was very happy. It was fixed in 30 minutes.
Awesome.
It was good.
Little router thing or something?
Well, there's a little, I don't even know what it is. It's out in the garage where the line comes in, and it's just a surge protector or something that went out, or I don't know. But anyway, he just put a new one on. We're up and running. It's all good. Quickly.
Isn't that something?
But when they said end of the next business day, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
That's kind of bad
But
news.
it was not that. So KCTC was all over it, and he said even if you would have called Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter, middle of the night, we'd fix it. So
There you go. Service with a smile.
service with a smile,
Awesome.
taken care of very quickly.
Awesome story, Matt. Boss man, Matt. Let's see. In the middle of that, so the Morning Breath crew, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast
Thank
and
you,
Fresh.
Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
Let me tell you a Willie story too.
Yeah, if you got
I don't
one,
got one
let's
off the
go.
top of my head.
When's the last time you saw Willie?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I see him fairly regular.
I see. Very good. About our old friend Mike. You've talked to Mike of late?
Yeah.
You and I spoke about him here a week or so ago.
Yeah, actually, I did. I went and saw him last week.
Yeah, good.
And yeah, I hadn't talked to him in a while, but yeah. So we're working out a deal with them right now.
He probably misses being on. It started as Mount Pleasant Live.
Started they've got a lot of irons in the fire. They're cooking a lot of things down at the Bell Center down there.
Well, that's because when you move to a college, you gotta think big.
Yeah, exactly. He's thinking big. He took me through that building. I haven't been through their building in a while, and I went through last week. And they got a lot of big ideas and a lot of big plans, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Bring back some memories for you.
Well, a little bit. You think I spent a lot of time in the library?
Not
You
a
know?
lot. No, I don't. But you probably did see it.
Yeah.
There was other buildings.
Well, that was back in the days where you didn't have the computer in your room, so you had to go to the library to use it in the computer lab, right? And no internet. I'm sure we didn't have internet when I was in college. Or if we did, it was very infant.
Yeah, everything looks a lot different after you've been away for a while.
Yeah.
Like you would have recognized some of the other buildings that are mostly getting used by the school down there.
So
high school?
If you're familiar with Wesleyan campus, there's like a central campus, which is all contained on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings.
Kind of on old 218 coming in.
Yeah. It's
Old 218.
yeah, it's Broadway Street, I think. But so there's 5 buildings in the central campus, and the high school, Mount Pleasant Community Schools, bought those buildings.
Okay.
That includes the gym and the auditorium, the chapel, and a couple other buildings. And then like the libraries across the street, and that's what the Bell Center now is. The science hall and a dormitory are over across the street. And anyway, other people bought the other buildings, the
Okay.
dorms.
Yeah.
So the school bought the central campus. The
Got
Mount
it.
Pleasant School bought central campus.
Understand.
So, but yeah, it's interesting to drive through there, bring back some memories sometimes.
Yeah.
I do it enough now that it's not as much, but
Well, good deal. Glad Mike's doing okay.
yeah, Mike's good.
I got some hellos up there.
I do. Jimmy's here, Jeff's here, Cindy, Nikki G, my mom, John. John says Chalk Churney. And Paula, ahoy to everyone.
Ahoy to you all. John the voice he's just John.
Just John.
He can only be John the voice when he's here.
Yeah. And we miss you, John.
John, he's just not able to come as much as he'd like, I
No,
think.
I know.
We somehow get along.
He's got
without
things
him.
he's got things to do.
I don't know what. What's he got to do?
Well,
What does anybody have to do at 7:15 in the morning?
I don't know.
If I had a choice, I would listen.
Yeah.
I can't do both.
You don't listen when you're sitting here.
I don't. You're right.
So-
It's a good point. Very good point. I will say this. We were talking about dreams the other day. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that I had this. I should have checked my
John will be here tomorrow.
emails. So Kelsey, who's a big time listener and was a guest on the show one time.
Yep.
She said, "Tell Tim that apparently her class they learned about dreams in psychology class in high school. Mr. Brannon taught the class.
That's what Greta was saying.
We spoke about dreams for theory and Freudian psychoanalysis and neuroscientific perspectives. For Christ's sakes, that's some heavy stuff
You might
in
be
high school.
might be overthinking some of that
Wow.
stuff.
That's a lot. That's a lot for high school. But I still don't know that we should be teaching that over how to do your taxes. or
Exactly.
something.
Let's balance a checkbook today, or evaluate our dreams.
Does anybody balance a checkbook anymore?
I don't know. I still use a notebook when I do mine. I pay all my bills online, but I still have a notebook and check things off. But no, I usually use the app or the website.
What happened? Yeah. So what's happened to the banks, Peter? Have you ever balanced a checkbook?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what a checkbook is?
Yes.
You have one?
No.
Okay. I think it would be. I don't have it like you don't have a checkbook. I don't have a debit card. I've never used an ATM.
Never.
That is shocking to me.
I don't.
Shocking.
Honest to God, I don't know the first thing about them.
Shocking.
I just don't know. I'll do it.
All right.
I tried one time. Didn't work. So I gave up. Anyway, a debit card I think would be worse. That I would way rather have a check. So at least I'd know I could write it down somewhere. But you could write down a debit card you're spending that way.
But so here's the thing. So I know you and I know I did. I'm sure you did too. You used to float those checks.
Oh yeah.
Figure out, I got a deposit coming in on Friday, so I can write a check.
I was not a very good floater.
I can write a check on Wednesday, and it'll be fine because it'll take a couple days, and we all float those checks to, because we didn't have any freaking money. Mm-hmm. The thing with the debit card is, it's either there or it's not. And so you can see on your app. I mean, I use my debit card, and I know in 2 minutes and I can check my balance in 2 minutes, and I don't have to wait for a check to clear because I have one place that I still have to write a check for, and I don't write a check. I do it online. You can have the bank will write the check for you and send it, which
they still don't take. Whoever that is won't take electronic payment.
No.
Okay.
It's the only one that I still have to write a check for on a monthly basis. There's occasionally I have to do it, but you can. I don't. I mean that. So you don't have to balance as much as what I'm getting at because
Exactly. The apps have done
because
that
the
for
apps
you.
have done it for you because immediately you know.
You know exactly. I can remember calling into the bank and saying, "What's my checkbook balance?"
Yeah.
And they'd give it to you. I don't think they would get those calls anymore.
Probably not. Well, why? You got an app.
You got an app.
You got an app on your phone. Man, I used to be so freaking broken. I'd play those games and you float that stuff and pray a little bit. the deposit clears before the check does.
My bank had to love me because I was really not good at floating.
Yeah, a lot of
I thought I was good
a lot
at
of $20 late charges
Oh,
or
for
overdraft
crying out
charges.
loud.
Oh yeah.
I should have got draft charge of the month one year.
And it's like, you can charge me that $100 overdraft, but I clearly don't have any money.
Yeah, it's like taking blood from the turnip.
Exactly.
Jeez. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Oh, I played a lot of
Floating
games.
checks.
A lot of games.
Yep.
And lost most of the time. But
You can't do that anymore. Now, some banks you could deposit a check, and they may not credit your account for a few days now. So I don't know what they're trying to do. Is they trying to get rid of checks?
I don't know. You know what's scary?
First cash, now checks. You're going to take all that away from us too?
You know, we used to do that, buying gas. I don't have any gas, so I got to float a check to make it have no gas, no money. But now, if you go to the gas pump and put your card in, they'll put a $300 hold on your card.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
But like for a minute. But like, so I'm putting gas in my car one day and looked at my app while the gas is going.
Yeah.
$300 hold. It went away right after it was done. It doesn't hold very long, but they'll put a $300 hold.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, like I said, it goes away right away, but that's not uncommon.
I wouldn't ever have known that.
Yep, they'll put some aren't quite that high, others are $100 or whatever, but they'll put a big hold on your card.
No idea.
How
But
do you
it
get gas? Don't you?
Well, all right. So
Because you gotta prepay.
About everywhere.
You got to use a card or prepay.
I use a certain station, and I've got their app, and their app is tied to my bank, and I can direct pay.
Okay, all right.
So I just go to their app and hit pay, and it's done.
Okay, all right.
Now, if it doesn't work, I'm using my credit card. I do have a credit card. Use the holy crap out of it. But that's that. Is there some comments up there you want to see?
John says it's so dumb. I don't know if he's talking about basketball or
Is
floating.
he talking
checks.
to somebody else?
Well, Paula says, yay for UCLA beating the Thugs, because
Yeah.
UCLA women beat.
Yeah, I was going to mention that after the break. Can we have a moment of silence? Because we lost LSU women out of the tournament.
Sure.
We have to see that damn Kim Mulaney,
Mulkey.
Macaulay, or whatever her
Whatever.
name. She's just. I guess she was a heck of a basketball player when she was younger.
Well, and she's a good
But I can't
coach.
stand her.
Just can't stand her. John was talking
Most
about
were
the
playing.
gas.
The gas.
The gas.
Gas. Yes.
Yeah, she's just an unlikable person.
She appears to be. I'm certain she's a nice lady.
I don't know her personally, but
somewhere, but don't like her antics.
no. Do you see that one? The picture's going around. She's right on the court. The ball was like rolling toward her, but still in play. A UCLA player's going after it, and she's like on the court with her hands like right there.
Yeah.
Didn't get called. Nothing.
How does that happen?
It shouldn't.
I mean, it seems like she's a habitual violator of that.
Yes.
It's time to make that go away. Wouldn't you agree, SPP?
Yes.
His answers are so thoughtful.
It
I mean, he thinks it through before he answers.
it's just very purposeful.
7:33. We had to take a break. We'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Happy Monday. It's a long weekend. I had garage cleanup day.
I did that Saturday morning.
That was my Saturday. Looking good.
It's
Had
good.
an old freezer, I cleaned it out, gave that to my daughter.
Nice.
Put my new freezer in place.
Nice.
Got a little beverage cooler
At Shelliot?
at Shelliot.
Nice.
All clean. Looking good. Ready for a shrine party to come.
There you go.
I just have to stock the cooler.
you can't have a shrine party with an empty cooler.
Well, no. And this will be the first time, so I got one of those big beverage coolers or stand up.
Oh, nice.
I won't have to have coolers of beer and worry about ice and
Nice.
and pop
And water.
and waters.
Juice.
Can all fit into my fancy cooler now.
There you go.
So I put it on wheels, and the very first thing, I was trying to do that by myself. Very first thing was I started doing it, and something went wrong, and the whole cooler went
Oh, no.
and I thought, well, but the glass door did not break. 'Cause that's where it fell.
That is, holy cow.
And I just thought, well, this was maybe not the smartest idea I've had after a while. It did break some lighting up above. Anyway, I can live without that.
Yeah. You don't
It
need it
just said
illuminated.
Coca-Cola or something.
Right. You don't need it
I was going to have to
illuminated.
change that to say Shelliot anyway. So that's what I did. And now here we are. It's the
Here we are.
31st day of March.
It is. Yeah.
Tomorrow's a big day.
It's April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day.
Big plans.
Well, no, I was thinking more in the lines of we're switching our comment section tomorrow.
Yes, we are switching our comments.
I wanted to remind you we're doing
Yes.
that.
Which is not an April Fool's prank, by the way.
not.
Yes, it
It's
is
a
not.
real-
It truly
real
is
thing.
happening.
So we are switching to YouTube comments. We will still be on Facebook. We encourage everybody to switch over to YouTube, however.
Just
because-
watch us on YouTube.
Just watch us on YouTube. We think Facebook is going to eventually kind of squeeze us out, but we'll see.
Because we're too long.
We're too long. We are.
In a world of shortened gratification.
Yes. So go to YouTube. YouTube.com, as Peter's got the graphics up. YouTube.com/@SEIA Live.
Save that thing. You can bookmark that, can't you?
Yeah,
somehow?
bookmark it, subscribe, subscribe, do all those things, and actually do that anyway because that helps attract more people. It helps the algorithm and helps YouTube find us better and other people find us better.
You're so technical.
Well, I'm just
Algorithm.
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 These things are hard for me to say.
It's big words.
Chalk. I'll never understand that. But there's a lot of things I won't understand.
Yeah, well, that phrase has been around for a while.
It has.
It has.
I have never. I swear to you.
I know. I believe you.
I never have heard that until this year.
But it is.
And everybody's saying it like, okay, apparently I haven't been listening.
Well, everybody's saying it this year because it's a very chalky
What I'm
tournament.
thinking, I really haven't.
Chalk.
Pookie. Did you know? Say it's trending slang words you should know.
Pookie.
Pookie. Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
I do not.
Someone. It's someone you love. That's what this says. Is that what you think it is?
It is. Yeah.
And this thing says, what is it? I never do say this one right. The gyrat. What is it? A gyat.
Gyat.
Yacht.
Gyat.
Just one T.
Oh, one T.
This thing says something, I think, somewhat different than what the original, what our sheet says. Here, I just happen to have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just maybe some new words. I don't know. Strong excitement, surprise, admiration. Okay. In reference to seeing a large butt.
Mm-hmm.
So this says booty.
Yep.
That was way better. I like that definition better than that definition.
Have you seen? Have you seen? I don't even know where I saw it, Facebook or something. It's just a string of letters. It's like 15 letters, and it says, "If you're an '80s kid, you know what this is." And it's just a whole string of letters. And I looked at it for like 2 seconds, and I'm like,
Yep.
"Get your MF and butt home because it's time for dinner or whatever."
Yep.
I mean, it's like 18 letters, and I just read it right along.
You could just go right along.
I could just see what it was.
I have seen those.
Yeah, and it's like, oh,
And I figure most of them out.
Yep.
I've seen a couple different ones. There's one I had real trouble with.
yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's like, yep, yes, I do.
Skibbity.
Skibbity. Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
It's bad.
This says it's bad.
Is it? Okay.
Sigma is good.
Sigma.
That's what this thing says. It said right here. It's on my phone.
Hey, I am not one to question it. If Google says it,
I'm not really sure who says it. English Academy. They should know. They sound legit.
sounds official.
Sounds official. All right, 7:41. Let's take a break because Lord knows we can't finish the day without getting set for the day. Right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Oh, hoy, morning breathers. Happy Monday. Daisy's getting better and better. Isn't it?
We just keep building momentum.
Keeps
Momentum.
going. I like it. Paula's daughter's nickname is Pookie. My wife calls her daughter Pookie. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a real thing. All right, shall we get set for the day?
Sure. Let's get set for the day. It is.
It's Monday.
Oh, whoa.
What the
Whoa.
heck happened?
What
was that?
I cut something off my paper. It is Monday, March 31st.
What do you need?
Time is 7:34. I don't know. I lost part of mine.
I don't know what you're missing. Oh, well, I don't have the date either.
Yeah, it's episode 281. So I'm nothing if I can't read
I don't
my.
even have episodes.
If I know, but I know it's 281. So anyway, my bad.
Well, you just
I just improvised. Do you see that?
Keep it counting in your head.
I typed it in this morning. I just cut it off when I printed. Right. It's March 31st. It is Monday. It is episode 281. The temperature right now in Fairfield and Mount Pleasant is 35, and Washington is 34. And for my daughter Bailey, Kirksville, it's 34 degrees there too. Mostly cloudy today with a few peaks of sunshine. High of 53 and a low of 31. We're back to a little bit of reality, and I think it's going to be about this temperature for a while.
Winter's back.
Kinda.
Just when I proclaimed that summer was here.
Yeah. I think Wednesday 70, but rain. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Fairfield Council proposes a levy increase of 5.8%. Waco speech team shines at the All-State Festival, and Leadership Washington explores the local ag community. For those stories and many more, go to SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Sports today, the Mount Pleasant Washington boys track teams.
Could pick up a newspaper, too.
You could also pick up a newspaper. A new one comes out tomorrow.
For those that like the print on their hands.
Yeah.
Their fingers.
Yeah. We'll have them. It's all available.
I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's all right. We'll reach our audience any way you want it. Paper, print,
I like to
digital.
I like to read the paper.
Mount Pleasant and Washington boys track teams are both competing in West Burlington today. And this is, track weather where it's cold and windy and just need a little rain, and there's good track weather.
Now we can have track and soccer.
Soccer tomorrow.
Yippee!
Yeah, we'll see.
Did tripod come?
Huh?
Did your tripod come?
It wasn't a tripod. I'm working on. We have internet connectivity issues that we're trying to get resolved.
Oh, I thought you had a big pole thing or something.
Well, we talked about that.
Okay,
Ray, haven't heard from you in a while.
Ray, welcome back.
I know. Hawk Tua Girl brought us the rise of Pookie. That's what she calls her boyfriend.
She brought Pookie back.
The rise of Pookie, which Hawk Tua, what she was talking about. You can't talk about rise at the same time. On this day in 1918.
What do you think, Peter?
Yes.
On this day in 1918, clocks in the United States were set ahead 1 hour as daylight savings time went into operation for the first time. They eliminated Tim time at the same time.
What about Tim time in this day in history?
I'm still thinking that's just a crock of BS because I think it's a ploy because automatically it's light longer. I'm working longer.
Everything's a ploy.
It's a ploy just to get under my skin.
And it works. And it's effective.
It's very effective. I want my time back. And why should I wait till November?
Well, call your congressman.
Don't think I won't.
I think you would. Random joke, random quote, or random fact.
What do you like, SPP?
Let's do a quote.
Random quote. It is useless to try and hold a person to anything he says while they are madly in love, drunk, or running for office.
I love that one.
It's true. It's true.
I love that one.
That is from Shirley MacLaine. Useless to try to hold anything responsible for madly loved, drunk, or running for office.
Isn't that something? Very good. Today's takeaway. SPP, do you have anything?
I do have a takeaway. It's that you've never used an ATM before.
Not ever.
So that's mine too. And this is not new information. You've said this
said
before.
that.
But it is still shocking every time you say it. So that is also my takeaway.
I have a different takeaway.
Believe it or not.
My takeaway is that the love oozes from our pores and those around us of the LSU head basketball coach for the ladies. That we just love her,
yes.
And it's quite obvious. We're masking it with a bit of disdain, but we truly love women's LSU coach.
We don't get to express that love now for another year because she's sitting at home now.
That's a shame.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe there'll be a documentary.
And then I'll watch that.
You will watch that. Everybody, I hope you had a good Monday. We'll probably be back tomorrow. It's April 1st. But remember, we are on YouTube comments. So if you want to comment, everybody that usually does, and even those that don't, come over to YouTube.
Let's all just move to YouTube.
YouTube. So if you don't see us commenting tomorrow because you're on Facebook, try YouTube because that's where we'll be.
Yes.
That's how we answer.
YouTube.com/@SEIA Live.
There you go. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you tomorrow on YouTube. Ahoy.
Ahoy.